Hey y'all, it's Kevin with Adams Home Inspections, and we're doing a new construction sort of inspection today. It's actually an addition to a house, and I want to show you a few inspection framing and structural issues we found as we're looking at the property. For starters, you can see we've got a garage space here. Here's a garage door. So we've got a beam running across with the garage that's going to carry the rafters. They do have joist hangers in place, and they do have nails, so we're excited to see that. All holes appear to be filled. What I don't see is a proper support for this beam at this header. All beams have to transfer their load directly to the foundation. A header is designed to spread the load. However, if you're terminating a beam over a header, you would need to have a much stronger built-up header, maybe steel, maybe twice as big. But that's a standard header. That's not appropriate for carrying the load of this beam. They did put double trimmer studs right there, but there's nothing to really carry that load. So really that should transfer directly down. With a window here, you need a much beefier header. Of course, on the other side, we do have doubled up 2x4s. We'd prefer to see a triple 2x right there. And then once again, this garage floor is on the same plane as the rest of the house. So this appears to be one single pour, probably a standard slab on grade, turn down slab. So right here, we need the same thing to happen here. We need this beam load to transfer all the way to the footing. Now over here, this is an outside wall, so we know there's a footing there. But here we cannot verify a footing. And technically, that should be all the way to a footing position, not the slab. The slab is different from the footing. So there's another little reportable deal. Similarly, we've got some other beams that are poorly transferred. Let's see if we can find the other one we saw. Here we go. Again, we've got a beam here that's transferring to double stud. Once again, we'd like to see that tripled so that we got a good post that's going all the way down to the outside perimeter of the slab there. But then once again, on this side where the beam sits on top of this wall, we've got double stud, but we don't know about the foundation situation right here. Again, unless a footing was dug here specifically for this post, that's not transferring to all the way to the footing, that's transferring to the slab. So that could be a weak point in the design. But even additionally, some important things to notice, you should have anchor bolts every 6 feet and within 12 inches of the end of any sill plate section, and no sill plate section should have less than 2 bolts. So right here in this first corner by the garage, you can see we've got a bolt there. There's the end